Indeed.
Young King, the Young King. Salute, homie. You know, we had to give you them 60 minutes off the gate out of respect. You know, last time I checked, you deserved it. You know.
Indeed.
I totally agree.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
We gonna love you, miss you, keep you up, homie, in our spirits and our hearts.
Always.
So hip hop still cracking, y'all. You know, it's been a slowdown, but we still got some things going on that we gonna bring y'all aware of, make y'all aware of before we slide out on this last hour. So Coniyac, what's the dealio?
Okay, well, we have NBA YoungBoy officially charged in ATL. Oh, bless you. NBA YoungBoy charged in ATL drug case. NBA YoungBoy has officially been charged in his weed case, and it could have a serious impact on a separate and ongoing criminal case. This is interesting. The rapper was charged with 2 misdemeanors, possession of less than an ounce of marijuana and disorderly conduct, stemming from a case back in February in Atlanta. This according to the court records obtained by TMZ.
Who's always on the case.
Exactly. As they first reported, YB, NBA YoungBoy, was busted along with the female companion Star Thigpen after he allegedly ordered her to get housekeeping out of a room that was supposed to be unoccupied. Star allegedly struck one of the maids in the face before cops arrived and arrested both of them. You can't be doing that, Star, because they gonna call the police, and that's pretty much what just happened. So here's where things could get tricky for YoungBoy. As they first reported, the rapper was indicted in Waycross. Oh, wait. Was Star allegedly struck one of the maids in the face, and cops arrived and arrested both of them. I said that right. Mm-hmm. And then this is where it gets tricky. The rapper was indicted in Waycross, Georgia, back in March 2018 for allegedly beating the hell out of his then girlfriend. One of the charges he faced was felony kidnapping.
Damn.
Now, see, and people probably like, well, how you kidnap your girlfriend? She probably wanted to leave or walk away. And when you try to force someone to stay somewhere they don't want to stay, that's kidnap. Just so you know. Mm-hmm. So you can get kidnapped real easy. You don't want to do that. Anyway, they've reached out to Waycross DA's office to see if the new misdemeanor charges will impact the 2018 case for which YoungBoy is currently out on bond on. And they just know that much. YoungBoy has a status conference in front of the judge in the kidnapping case next week. So stay tuned, people. I really don't know. These cases like this is kind of dumb. It's a waste of money. It's a waste of money and time.
Well, you know I mean, if you kidnapped a motherfucker, that's a waste.
Well, it's his girlfriend getting into it, and, you know, she probably said, you know, I tried to leave, you wouldn't let me leave or something of that nature, and they call that kidnapping. I'm pretty sure she don't think she was kidnapped.
Okay. Yeah, that could be.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
It all depends on what this dude, you know, what his history and his background is, because that's kind of like says a lot. Your character kind of speaks to your ability to, you know, execute these different kind of assaults that they be alleging on people. You know what I'm saying? If you got a clean background and stuff like that, or, you know, that's not really your thing. Say if you know, you got drug cases or something like that, and you don't have a history of violence or, you know, accosting women in that particular manner, then it leaves room for speculation. So who knows? But man, you can't be getting in all that trouble, man, if you already in position to do good things in your life. And that was another message, you know, that Nip was saying, man, you know, don't just accept your circumstances. You know what I mean?
That's real.
So, you know,
that's real talk.
And I respect that. And a lot of these youngsters is running around on different kind of wavelengths. And, you know, I don't know if it got to do with the drugs or the arrogance or, you know, the no guidance or whatever it is. But, you know, you got to start thinking to do better. You got to start thinking to do better, because your image is everything. And once your image get tarnished, or, you know, people start coming down on you for certain things you do, like in this same situation with the inappropriate solicitation of Miss Lauren London, like how that translated and immediately went up in the social media world and among just solid-minded people. It's like that was a wrong move, and it's cool to put sanctions and ostracize certain people for different things, but you also have to teach them. You also have to make sure that they understand the significance of the offenses that they made, or then it's just a punishment without any, without any solution, without any improvement on the person.
Wow.
without that was game, that heavy game, you know what I mean? That's dropping like that. You know what I mean? that's heavy game. Real talk though. So I'm just saying, man, you can't make wrong choices and not be penalized for them. At the same time, the penalty should also include education on what you need to know, or what your particular violation did to cause the reaction that it did. And just offering a just blasé apology or something like that, nah, man, you got to show a little more respect, a whole lot more respect in this case. But you got to be mindful. You got to be mindful all the time of how you present yourself. So let that be something y'all take and run with.
Well, speaking of that, I know y'all heard about this Cardi B thing, and
what she do?
The drugging and all this type of stuff. They trying to drag her for the drugging of. Apparently, what she did, she dated dudes or whatever, and she kind of drugged them and robbed them. Is that what's going on?
I don't think she actually dated them. If you know,
well, you have to date them to get them alone to be able to take their money.
Well, you can call it a date, or you can call.
Well, that's what it's called. Last time I checked, when you go out with somebody, it's called a damn date. It's not. It's let's get together. What the fuck is it called?
Not if you're paying for it. It's called a job.
But they didn't pay for anything.
They did.
They paid. They got robbed. They got drugged and robbed. They paid. Or they was gonna pay.
You guys are done.
Let me tell you.
I'm done with y'all. That is not how that works.
They were going to pay for it at the end. Either they was going to cash out for whatever the service was.
No, that's not whatever the service was. There was no services.
They was her boyfriends.
They was dudes. I guess she met in. You know how that goes.
Them
it's
clients,
chicks that
man. Them clients. Them ain't dates. Them clients.
Them is not clients.
Okay. Cool.
She was working at the strip club.
Yeah. So oh, my bad, because last time I checked, it's regular niggas, so I guess they clients. They at the strip club, so they just got suckered and went home.
Some of those are patrons.
They got suckered and went home when they was supposed to just be dropping cash and taking their ass to the house. And so so
dropping cash and taking their ass to the house.
Why would they go with the stripper? They was supposed to drop their cash and then go home, right?
No, but they wasn't supposed to stop and drop no cash and do shit.
They went to the strip club.
It was, she was a stripper at the
time. Exactly.
I know all that.
So they did the we can leave from here?
Obviously, if she...
Right.
Okay. When they should have been at home.
I'll be outside.
Exactly. You're supposed to go home, son.
So that makes them susceptible to be drugged and robbed.
It puts you in a situation that you shouldn't be in. Because you shouldn't be there.
Yeah.
Real talk. Anything can happen on some shit like that. You don't know these people.
Anything can happen standing in front of the liquor store.
You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, that's what, because Cosby did the pill thing, so now they trying to say same penalty, same energy.
I believe it should be the same energy. I don't know about the same penalty.
I don't know about no same penalty.
She robbed him.
She robbed him. He didn't rob him. See, it's a different thing of what was snatched.
But he might have robbed him of something else.
He did rob him of something else.
She robbed of the material, but she still drugged them to do whatever she wanted to do.
Yeah.
So it should be the same energy, probably not the same penalty.
Shit, it's the same thing.
Well, I mean, if them dudes didn't press charges, why didn't they press charges? They ain't came forward.
No matter what,
some of them came.
Them.
True.
to do whatever she wanted to do, whether it's sexual, rob them, make them go to sleep.
But it's a difference.
Yeah.
It's a difference between drugging somebody and robbing them, and drugging somebody and fucking them. It's a difference.
Raping them, yeah. I mean,
it's a difference.
I agree.
It is a difference, I guess. I mean, I'm looking at it, I'd say half and half.
Would you want to wake up naked
Either
after
way,
you got
they both
drugged,
woke
or
up
would you
naked.
like to wake up without your wallet?
They both woke up naked. That's still naked. Yeah. Last time I checked, that's very naked. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. That's naked as fuck.
The bitch that stripped the nigga.
To strip the nigga for real.
Yeah.
That's how she left my keys.
You immediately gonna reach around and grab for your ass when you wake up naked. You got like, what the hell did happen to me?
You is dumb. You dumb.
You talk your ass off, Sil. I know better.
Yeah. So, he's claiming, then, you have the young girl saying we look up to you as a role model. So to hear this is kind of like, damn,
Right.
you know what I mean? And I could kind of get that, but see, this is the thing. That's her past, right?
That
Was his past.
Of
Yeah.
30 years
Now,
ago, not
I'm not
5.
even gonna lie. You could not have thought that you was gonna get this big and that shit wasn't gonna come out.
Yeah.
There's no way in hell you could get away with no shit.
But
like
she
that.
the
And
one
that's
that
not gonna
confessed
come
to
out.
it, right?
Said it,
She the
though.
one who brought it
But
up.
see,
If
that's the
she didn't say nothing,
thing.
I don't think nobody would have.
What,
She got this
that's what I'm
far.
Because
thinking.
nobody
She got
reported
this
it, like you
far.
said.
Yeah, well, why would she expose some
Right.
shit
You know,
like
some,
that?
like certain people's
Maybe.
not supposed to get on certain interviews, do certain interviews, and because they get asked certain questions.
No, she did a
and
selfie
you,
of it.
Well, I'm saying you'll get led down the dark. Well,
Wow.
certain social media should not
It's
be
fucked up,
accessible
period,
to
from that,
everybody, man, because everybody don't know how to maintain
Exactly.
decorum,
Real talk.
or not expose certain things that shouldn't be made public. Because like she could never imagine the backlash that she get for that. She probably thought some bras were gonna be high fiving. Hey, bitch, that's right. And it didn't really go like that. So
Right.
Yeah, because that's not a good lifestyle.
Right.
Yeah, every woman in the urban city has known women like that. You know what I'm saying?
True.
And their outcome on their life is not cool.
Nope.
A lot of them didn't make it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then some of them, where they at now, it's like, I hope you all right. You know, karma's a motherfucker.
Oh yeah, it's gonna slide.
You know what I'm
back
saying?
to
You
it.
can't.
you do.
You can't even do that. And who wants to be in that situation to where you gotta, because what's crazy is sometimes you may get somebody that may try to coerce you into doing some stuff like that. Now the thing about that is women are easier to get to those type of people to be able to pull that off. So a lot of people will probably use a woman, right?
True.
Now you have to be strong enough to be like, my life worth more. Because once you pull some stuff like that off, you got to roll around with your all looking over your shoulders every minute, because there's no way a man is gonna be like, oh, why you do that to me?
Some will. Not many, but some will.
I would love to see that in the hood somewhere.
Well, I'll take you riding through the hood. We see some of these niggas out and ride. We see a couple of these niggas out and ride
No,
and
but I'm
press
telling you
up on.
something.
Hi, Trey D. How's life treating you these
You are
days?
stupid.
Yeah.
That is not.
So you do.
That is
You
not
do
what
got
I was
some soft.
talking about.
Y'all be home.
Look, so ladies
Just
probably
come on
like,
and get that
girl,
too.
look, I done seen him and he asked me why
You did.
I just can't see that being the outcome. And she probably running hard ass like, oh, shit.
True that.
Like she owe him money. You really do. So
Speaking of owing money, what's up with French Montana? I tripped off that. What's going on with the situation with French?
okay, so French Montana is hit with a $5 million lawsuit for allegedly stealing Ain't Worried About Nothing beat reports.
Wow.
Yeah, one music producer has reportedly hit French Montana with a $5 million lawsuit over the rapper's hit 2013 single Ain't Worried About Nothing. According to the report TMZ published Friday, April 5th,
TMZ again.
Eddie Lee Richardson, a.k.a. Hotwire the producer, filed legal documents against the Bronx rapper, claiming that he swiped his instrumental of Hood Pushing Weight from the producer's SoundClick page in 2012. Richardson said French used it for his song, ain't worried about nothing. Now see, this happens so much because you get a lot of artists that go on YouTube and use beats.
Yeah, you do.
Right?
Yeah.
And then you wondering like, well, how this person get this beat? And then when you try to monetize, you have an issue because you can't. The first person who got the beat, monetized it, distributed, owns it.
He should have.
You won't be able. You would have to file paperwork saying, that's mine, and you got to go back and forth. But this is the first person, so it's like they have the claim rights. So it's already registered, it's already monetized, and you're late. So once you try
even if it's on SoundCloud?
Well, SoundCloud is a different beast.
Got you.
As far as monetization and stuff like that, that's something that they're working on because you can't even really monetize on SoundCloud.
Okay. All right.
That's just some, you can go hear my music and you know what I mean? And then you can put stuff out, whether you use people's songs and stuff like that. So I think they're probably trying to crack on that on the copyright thing too. So they're working it out. But when you do that, when you get the beats off of you can't really make money off of them. Now, if they do go viral, whoever owned that song is going to get all the monetization money off of it.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
And the only way you can win is if it goes viral and then you can actually perform the song.
Right.
And then you get a situation like Tekashi 6ix9ine had to do with Gummo. You have the money because it went viral and it's getting bread. Now you have to buy and try to own the beat. He bought and owned the beat after the shit already took off.
Okay.
So
and
now
it cost him a little bit more.
Exactly. Of course. Shit, if I was a producer, I'd be like, you got it.
Right.
And my beat's the shit. I'm hearing it. You can tell. Because after, what's his name, Pierre? Shit, he started producing for a gang of people after that. So that's how that works, just so y'all know. So you the best thing, if you really want to get your own producer so you can monetize your own music, and then you have to go through this type of stuff because somebody could have gave French Montana that beat and got that shit off of SoundClick.
Got you.
You know what I mean? And like this, and did something over it, and he was like, "Oh, this is dope. Let me get that." Because if this is is this the same song he did with Sway Lee?
I'm not sure.
Not worried about nothing. Is that the one? That's not the one. Okay. So I just wanted to know. But yeah, he would have to, so you can own it. You don't have to worry about that once you upload it and distribute it. You don't have to worry about somebody saying.
So you get at the producer in advance.
You want
if you're going to use it.
You want to, but if you don't,
sound advice.
Because everybody doesn't have access to that dope producer like Eric Lee.
Right.
Everybody don't have access to a dope producer.
True.
So they go and get beats they feel is dope and complement their style, which I would do too. If I was coming up and I want to sound dope and I want people to check me out and I really can't get the production that I need to complement my style, I would do the same thing. But if you want to make money off of it, the streaming bread, you want to try to own their own production. Period.
So y'all start giving some of these young cats a chance, and probably some of these older cats that got the setup already where you can go in and get your record on or something like that. They got some good beats that, they probably not of a quality that you hear on the radio all the time. Shit, work with them and build with them. Both of y'all will probably get better.
That's
and
how it works,
and
right.
That's how it works.
Yeah. And then the bread, then y'all will be splitting that bread down the middle instead of you using somebody else's beat and you got to pay X amount for that, and you only get so much of a percentage back on royalties.
Yeah, because see, the difference with the producer is they'll try to fill out your style. When you work with them, Battle Cat used to do that.
Yeah.
And that's why Battle Cat would make beats from scratch on, like, right there from scratch. Because your conversation, whatever energy you coming in there with, that's the beat you gonna get out of him.
That's everything.
True.
Real talk. I know we all done seen it. You know what I mean? You come in there and Battle Cat gonna talk to you, fill you out, okay, well, then he start making the beat. He feeling your energy.
Yeah.
And he actually, and that's why 9 times out of 10, you gonna like that beat he do. You know
and
what I'm
that's
saying?
how
That
he taught himself to play all the
exactly, and
instruments
he
and all
play
that too.
right off of your energy, and he'll produce some shit for you that's crazy. Because he done felt your vibe.
That's called Taylor.
And
made.
after he knows you for a
Tailor-made,
while,
yeah.
furthering Battle Cat's legacy, after he knows you for a while, then he would tell you that he wants you to go in a particular direction, and he'll hit you with some production that he'd be like, I haven't heard anything like this from you, so I want you to give me something on this.
Yeah.
And he'll guide you as
Yeah.
you know, as a producer as well. Shout out to Battle
Witness.
Yeah.
Challenge.
Yeah. So shout out to Battle Cat, man. You know what I'm saying? Making it funky, man. Keeping the West riding all these years, man. You know, much love. And we're going to be back in a minute on Third Degree Radio with the smoke session. Let y'all know the latest in this cannabis world. And y'all stay tuned. Keep it locked in. Third Degree Radio, y'all.
Yo, this Third Degree Radio, this DJ Sel, you bitch.
SCMG, Supreme Circle.
You listening to Third Degree Radio, and this is Coniyac the XO.
With Coniyac the XO.